It's good being with you again. Turn your attention within. Deeply. And observe. Sense. And listen. Notice movements within yourself or throughout your body. Gently stay away from thought. It will go on, you know. If you're able to visualize your whole body, get an image or sense of your whole body. Good. And just allow the natural settling to happen while you're here. The natural relaxing and opening. Allowing sensations, feelings, and breath and breathing. Allowing consciousness, this deeper, vast presence of you to be in the foreground when it is, to give that your attention. Gently. No efforting. No trying. And then just be that presence, that consciousness, that energy, that awareness. And rest. You're not making it happen. Let it do what it's doing. Simply give that your loving, tender attention. your grateful attention. Let yourself be nourished and nurtured in this beautiful presence. And be aware of the different parts of you that may be appearing, that may be unsettled or unfulfilled or frustrated. And just gently give your heart to them, your unconditional acceptance of the only thing they need, which is your attention, which they never got. That's why they're bugging you. So turn towards them, not away from them. Notice how you avoid these communications happening within you, how you want to fix them or get rid of them or understand them, all of which doesn't work. All they need is you, this big, vast you. All they need is your listening and your open-heartedness, your patience and compassion, and your appreciation of them because they helped you get here and survive. That's it. See? When you truly listen to them, your heart starts to feel bigger, more vast. This is the secret of practice. When consciousness interfaces with conditioned, programmed parts of ourselves. Even the physical ones, the symptoms, same. Beautiful. You're learning to turn towards deeply all of you. And at the same time, simultaneously, you are already in the oneness. Gently notice the natural movement and flow of the breath. If you give awareness, pure awareness, to the breath, you will feel the breath move as chi through your entire body, all by itself. Because breath and chi, energy, are the same thing. Prana, same thing. No forced breathing, nothing, no doing, just gentle attention is all needed, all that's needed. There's no doing or doer in this. And be careful, because there are also parts of us that think more is better. That's why I like to distract you and take little recesses like now, so you don't get fixated in presence. Okay? Otherwise, you're still caught in believing that you're responsible and that you're doing it. Easy to think that and believe that, because there's a lot of old information out there that says that one way or another, or it's misunderstood, I think. This is why it's good to cultivate amusement and lightheartedness and playfulness like a child. Otherwise, we become way, 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 way too burdened. Right? But when you're at peace, which is what we're cultivating here, there is no burden. There are no problems. There's nowhere to go and there's nothing to do, and it's awesome. At least for the moment. So you can come in and out of so-called alignment because you're not just a being of consciousness, you're also someone who needs to eat and sleep and probably stay warm when it's cold, and maybe needs others who love you and who you love. Most people need that. Or your cat or your dog, your beloved companion who loves you unconditionally. man's best friend. I was just hearing a news thing. I don't know if you heard it. They discovered possibly that dogs have been with humans as companions for a lot longer than we thought. I don't remember how long, how many thousands of years, but like 18, I don't know. Didn't they find something? It was like 18,000 years ago or something. The mind. It can be your ultimate torturer or your most awesome entertainment center and everything in between. Use it well, but don't let it run you. Don't let it drag you around. That's what you're learning here, is how to be free of conditioned reality, truly free. And yet at the same time, be who you are, the unique, wonderful person that you are. And also who I'm very glad to be with today. So welcome and thank you for coming today and being here. I love our gatherings. I look forward to the privilege of stopping, because otherwise I'm a compulsive workaholic that keeps making longer and more to-do lists and don't even know where they are, the lists. I complain about all the irons in the fire and all the balls in the air, and then I add more irons and more balls, and then I complain more. And then I laugh and forget about it all. And find myself in my favorite place, which is loving, truly loving and appreciating. That's the true happiness, isn't it? When you're really appreciating and going, oh, wow, and your heart opens. When you truly are appreciating, you're having gratitude, true gratitude for even the littlest thing, like a nice teacup, and a nice cup of hot water. Oh, you could completely awaken back to the true meaning of our existence, which no one understands. No one understands. No. Because it's not in the realm of cognition in that way. And yet, that which understands makes up every atom and every cell and every molecule of your body and your mind and every organ and everything that this miraculous body is doing right now. Are you making your heart pump? Are you giving information to trillions of synapses in your brain to do what they're doing? One of my favorite lines from Thich Nhat Hanh, there's so many. He held up a glass and he said, I appreciate this glass because I know it's already broken. That's profound wisdom. I've lost so many people in this life. And what I learned early on was the most important thing to say to someone you love is that you love them, because it may be the last time you say it and they hear it in this existence. There's nothing more important in our humanity. I'm distracted because all these birds have decided to start flying in front of my windows here, my bay windows. They're probably attracted to what's happening here at our gathering. They do. It does happen. It's pretty far out. Like, whoa, welcome, all beings. So breathe and relax and take it easy. The parts of us that are doing it are still going to do it. The parts of us that are convinced that they're doing it are still going to do it. And that's okay, because they need to do what they're doing. So let them do what they're doing. Let them figure out what they're figuring out. Let them fix what they're fixing. Let them scream and yell about what they can't change. Let them cry out when they're hopeless. Let them beg for forgiveness when they've, messed up. Let all of your humanity be you, your humanity, and don't try to transcend that. That will happen soon enough. No need to push that one. People who try to live in transcendence, I know. It's way overrated and super limited. What if you're someone who needs to be on the mountaintop of samadhi and just live there in that little cocoon of yours? Okay, I'll still love you and accept you unconditionally. I'll be happy to bring you a bag of rice and a gallon of water, and I'll lug it up the hill for you. You know what Suzuki Roshi said? He said, I'm just basically a taxi driver that's taking people where they want to go. So, yeah, let's come back in for a few minutes. Just see that you can, when you give yourself permission to just be however you are as a human, when you come back to consciousness, guess what? See what happens. Usually it's, wow, deepened. How did that happen? Because you weren't in the way trying to make it happen. That's why. The doer never dies. It's AI, permanently plugged in, running. What happens is that consciousness eventually shifts. When that happens by itself. And then the default setting is presence. And all the relative stuff happens the way it does. That's all. And here it is again, this stillness. And just breathe and let go of whatever started to hold on. Whatever started protecting itself. And come back to this deep listening, sensing. That's it. See, it just comes back by itself. Welcome it. Just welcome it. Just receive. Open to receiving. That's it. It literally is, in the old way of saying it, the grace that is bestowed upon us. That is actually accurate, completely accurate. And we are not doing, no one is doing this for us, and we are not doing it. It is simply the fullness of our being. Just be this presence. Don't think about it. And relax into profound, effortless stillness.